And that applies to companies because behind it is also people. And I would like to say a word about Repeat Coaching and Solutions in that sense. We had to enter a gate, many gates, many initiations. So between the intention, we have set the right intention at the beginning and we didn't fail our intention. But then whenever we focus on the outcome, the three of us were like, we're not doing anything. But now going back to the main intention, we are on it. We're not on the outcome when it comes to time and space. I want to do it in a year. We're in 2 years out, but actually now we're bringing ourselves out in such a beautiful, professional, and we understood sales as a holistic sale, as that everything is connected, like things we wouldn't understand a few months ago, a year ago or so. So Three Peak is on still the same intention and is doing wonderfully, but we had to evolve. No, the intention helped us to evolve as a being, but the intention us to evolving and to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, today after our call this morning, I was walking to get to the webinar, and I had a moment where I was like, God damn it, is there ever going to be a day where I don't have to evolve and grow and learn? And the answer is, of course not. And I love it. I love evolving and growing. There's a part of me that's like, God damn, I'm ready for one day to just not be like learning, but the intention has called me up to continue my evolution, and it's beautiful. I mean, I've grown so much through our intention with Three Peak, and it's every day. Like every day is a new learning.
Funny, I'm gonna connect it, thank you. I'm gonna connect it to what we shared now based on this webinar. So as you shared the formula that actually when we have an intention, that means all our being does what is needed to evolve to match that intention, because this is what we really is seeking to create. So, and then the idea is here, based on what you said and what we shared in the webinar, learning cannot be avoided, because if learning is avoided, forget about the intention and forget about what you created. One thing can be true is to put with learning enjoyment. So enjoy learning is the key. So that's it. Nothing is different in the formula between intention and intention, other than intention. I feel it's too much. Then self-doubt comes and we change the intention. So instead, if we know, instead of changing the intention because of the self-doubt and the fear, knowing the learning will be there because that's what intention is. So enjoy the learning regardless how bumpy the ride is. And then intention plus enjoying the learning, my God, this is abundance. This is literally abundance. And the opposite of it, when you take enjoyment away from the learning on a now moment, this is when we go to scarcity and survival. So, which the part of us wins? The one that's more yearning, leading this way or that way?
Yeah, what I feel called to share, because I know there are people who are also like me, is that these moments where I'm like, fuck, I have to keep learning and growing, I can sometimes feel like I have some kind of like deficiency that, and learning is like a spotlight on the deficiency. So it's like as if needing to like the learning and the growth. And if I turn backwards and look upon myself, I'm like, oh, why didn't you know that? Why didn't you do that? Which is an interesting way to approach. So there's no joy in learning because learning then becomes a condemnation, a self-criticism. And again, this was just today. This isn't like every day I'm really enjoying learning and growing. But today I had that one moment of like, oh wow, this is somehow a referendum on me versus like I'm good. Like, but I'm also learning and expanding at the same time and holding those things instead of going into the self-attack.
It is very valuable. And that brings me to, I'm going to go one step to the incarnation of the soul. Yeah, I'm going to go big now. There's a small intention in life that we connect to within us, but there's the main intention. To incarnate on this planet is to allow oneself to go through the experiment of remembrance, who we are, and understand that we are the source of love, of our own love. So loving oneself and enjoying this challenge. So it's nothing but challenge. So it requires a courageous soul to go through this incarnation. So everything we're speaking, if we go to the mother of all intentions, we might make our life super, super easy and fun. So if every soul came to this planet to remember who they are and to fall back into the love of the self, we might step out of suffering in a very simple way. Remember first intention, and everything that comes from it is nothing more than the continuation on the path. The intention is to remember. The intention is to relearn it. So we do it out of joy, abundance, or out of fear and survival. And this set the tone for a whole lifetime, and set the tone for a company, set the tone for an individual, set the tone for a family. So that's the only thing that we cannot avoid, is the main intention. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.